What's up, guys? Hunter Frontier back at it again with another video. And in this video, guys, we're going to be showing you my prediction for the next upcoming ban list for the TCG. Now, of course, we don't know when this is coming. It was not announced at all. Some people say maybe next month, maybe May, right? Maybe summer. Who really knows? But at the end of the day, the ban list is very important, and we need to make the proper decisions to fix our meta, or at least somewhat fix it. So let's go ahead and get started with this one. And again, if you have any suggestions, let me know down below. And also, where would you list these cards? But okay, here we go. We have from ban this, semi-limit, limit, unlimit, and then don't change anything, regardless if it's on the ban list, it's forbidden, or any of the other categories. So let's go ahead and get started. And first up, we have, of course, Call by the Grave. Now, I think it should be semi-limited, right? I'm a huge fan of when it was at 3, but of course, it had to go to 1. We brought Cross-Out Designator, and a lot of people feel differently about that. It's not used as much, right? But I will say it's great to have in our meta. I still think, though, having Called By at 2 would be very nice. Next up, we do have D-Shifter, and listen, so many opinions on this, trust me, okay? I like Chaos, I really do. You have to understand, I love Chaos. I don't think it should be changed. I think it's one of those things where something like Super Poly, at least at the current moment, it's just gonna stay. Now, Konami could definitely at any point be like, well, we don't want to ban or change this deck. How about we give them something that they really want and either limit it or ban it? But at the current moment, I will say it shouldn't change, and I'll go into why, because we're going to be making some Malice hits later in this list. When they get to the point where Malice is still too strong after these hits, I think the D-Shifter has to go, for sure. Next up, we do have Brilliant Fusion, and that should definitely be limited to 1. We are getting support later in the future, plus the fact that this card hasn't done much at all, I believe it was banned during Verte Anaconda, when that came out around that time, because again, they like to hit little things and not really address the problem, and that was the issue with Brilliant Fusion too. I mean, back in the day it was pretty broken, but regardless, it's a great card, but it has been on that list for so long that I think it deserves to at least come out at 1. A lot of things need to come off the ban list so we can at least test them in the meta, and hey, if it's too broken, it's got to go again. But it's something that we at least need to try, right? Moving on, we do have Heavy Metaphos Electromite, and come on guys, this has to go back to 1. It's been so long. What are Pendulums doing? Nothing, right? So let's go ahead and bring it back to 1. Let's see what happens, which is going to be nothing, but come on, seriously. Next up, of course, we have Masterpiece, just unlimited. Why are we having this conversation? What is it doing? Nothing. It's not doing anything. No one's playing True Draco at all, or any of just take it off. That's it. We're moving on. Just take it off. And then we do have Cash Tira Fenrir. Now, a lot of people want to see this limited to 1. I would actually agree if you're also including Unicorn. It could be something you can put to 1, only because it's very generic. It's the better Pankratops, of course. But at the same time, I feel like not everyone is playing this card as much as they used to. But regardless, I think it's a very, splashable engine. And at this point in time, it could go to 1. I could definitely see that going to 1. I would rather it not, don't change anything, but everyone isn't relying on it as they used to. And there are some other broken cards in our meta that we can at least leave this at 1, of course. Next up, we do have Lightning Storm, which is at 2. This should really just go back to 3 at this point. I don't know why it was ever brought to 2. They rarely put things to semi-limit. And Lightning Storm, even though it again is really broken, it's not something that is easy to activate if it's not in the beginning of the round, right, when you're not controlling face-up cards. But it's something that should definitely go back to 3 for sure. Next up, we have, of course, Allure of Darkness, and that needs to be banned. I'm sorry, but Malice gets too much advantage off of that, and I know this card has been in our meta for so long, but now it's a problem and it has to be addressed. It has to be banned. It has to just be taken out. Next up, we do have Bonfire, and one of the 2 Raziel hits would be that, at least limit this to 1. You can also, we have another card here that you can also either do option 1 or option 2, right? But I think it's time for Bonfire to be limited at this point. We're not talking about Snake Eyes, we're talking about straight Raziel. Next up, we have 2 limits in my opinion. We have, of course, an Avalon, Both of these we have you know, the Drias and Sunvine. So both of these, I feel like they were at 1 right now. They should just go to 3. Let's just have them go to 3, right? Like, what is that deck doing? You know, hitting the Link 1 was very, it was a very hard hit that a lot of people stopped, you know, really stopped playing the deck. In Europe, people were still playing the deck and doing very well at it. So I think at this point, like, it's not doing much. Just go ahead and unlimit it. Branded Fusion, the limit was just like, why, right? It wasn't doing anything. I think it can go to semi-limit, at least then. If people don't want to see it at 3, because I know it was something that people complained about for so long, which was like, it's not the best deck, but it is what it is. It can go to 2 for sure. Next up, we have Engraver. And my thing here for Engraver is I want to limit it, but if we're thinking on like a Konami mindset, they're not going to do it because they have to, you know, give more reprints for the card, right? Kind of get their money's worth. It's like with Bonanza when they made SP Lone Knight and more copies, but they didn't make it a core century because it already had a core century. They're going to do the same thing with this next set, most likely. I think it was already announced. And probably give it a super rare, ultra rare, you know, really try to squeeze that limit out so there's no more juice left. So we're going to just leave this at don't change anything and just leave it like that. Now track though, they can limit track for sure. People are running more than 1 copy. They've been doing it for a while now. It can be something that's limited and of course sort of just hurt the engine, just, you know, slow it down at least, right? Next up, we do have the EXT Raziel, and this could also be limited. So like I was saying, either a Bonfire or the Raziel, or just hit both. In some shape or form, this will hopefully be what happens with the next ban list. And then Fabled Lurie gets banned. Again, because you want to avoid hitting Engraver, so something has to go. Lurie has to go. There are still other targets. It's just that Lurie is the best one to summon itself back to get a free body. So, no, we don't like that. Has to be banned, unfortunately. Sorry, Cameron, because he's a Fabled player, but it's got to go. It's just got to go, unfortunately. It can't be put to 1. They only play the 1. Next up, we have Monkey Board. Don't change anything. Oh, sorry, actually, unlimited this. Still, you know, ban list and all that. But just, again, not doing anything Pendulums or not doing anything in our current meta. Pot of Desires is at 3, and we want to just leave it at 3. I know there are decks that still use this. And we're just gonna leave it alone. It finally is back, right? Let's not touch it. Let's just not touch it. Now Griffin, on the other hand, is the complete opposite. We need to get that out of here, okay? It's a broken card for Malice, and again, it's just one of those cards that has to go to keep the deck alive and continue to go in the meta. Like, one of these has to hit. It just has to be, right? Next up, we have both Dangers, and in my opinion, these both need to go back to 3. At this point, right? We're not in the format where they really did matter in terms of like they were like everything, you know, they're kind of forgotten, and I think that at this point you can bring them back. But that's, again, just my opinion. Again, let me know what you guys think down below, and if you do like the conversation so far, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn notification bell on so you're updated next time I upload new videos. But all right, getting back into it though, we have Cyberjar. This can actually just go back to 3 as well. No one's playing it. Next up, we have Abyss Dweller, and this actually might need to get banned. It's too generic. It's been generic for a long time. I think, you know, when we get to formats where people really do abuse this, it's needed, and then it sort of just fades away. Like something like Droll and Lockbird. But where now, like, it's too generic, and, you know, it's, again, it's so easy to make. I think that it's something that, at this point, we need to have a conversation if we should, you know, pretty much just ban it at this point. There's no other, like, we can hit this or this. It's too generic. It's just got to go. Unfortunately, it's got to go. And now we have Misk. Misk, I wouldn't say bring it back to 3 fully, but at least limit it to 1. You know, like, again, Dinos aren't doing anything. I think that it's something that the deck has been missing, the ability to kind of just go off and not have to worry about anything. And don't you miss that interaction? Call Misk, call by the grave. You're like, damn. If you don't have it, that's it. Like, you're good to go. So it's something that Dino players really, really want to see, and I, again, hoping Misk and Heavy Metaphos Electrum might get off. Finally, last but not least, guys, we do have Link Karibo, and that has to go back to 1. I mean, again, Snake Eyes, of course, got it banned, which was like, because they didn't want to hit Snake Eyes at the time like that. And now, come on, we're adults. Let's bring it back to 1, okay? And guys, this is all I have for you for our prediction lists for the next upcoming ban list for the TCG. But guys, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to give it a huge like, comment down below your thoughts. Did we miss out on any cards that we want to add to the list, or should we have taken off some cards? If you guys are not subscribed to the channel, what are you doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button and turn the notification bell on so you update the next time I upload new videos. Alright guys, hopefully you have a good rest of your day or night, and I will catch you in the next video. Peace.